Good morning and welcome to the show. My name is Koi. Now, fresh, clean water is a limited resource. While most of the planet is covered in water, it is salt water that can only be consumed by humans and other species after undergoing desalination, which is an expensive process. Now, occurrences such as droughts further limit access to clean and fresh water, meaning people need to take steps to reduce water use and save as much water as possible. In some areas of the world, access to water is limited due to contamination. Now, some photographers use their skills to create awareness to a cause they feel very strongly about, and coming up is a combination of breathtaking pictures with a strong and powerful message.
Water is essential for life. It is the one substance from which the earth can conceal nothing. It sucks out its innermost secrets and brings the environment closer to us. More than 1.5 of the world's major rivers have been fiercely depleted and polluted. With this in mind, that the photographer Duncan Willets decided to use water as his subject matter for his creative works.
All the photographs in this exhibition are obviously got a theme, as you can see. They're not just everything I do. They're not a general view of what pictures I can take. They're a theme of water from the source to the sea.
Duncan Willets' work is focused on the source of life.
I mean, the idea is, it's not just what I could do, it's basically, the theme is water. And I traveled, quite a lot of places all over Kenya to give a picture of the water catchment areas and the water flowing through Kenya at the moment.
Duncan set out to show us the flow, the journey of water, which is captured by several shots of this liquid in motion from its source. He reveals the fundamental requirements of life as we know it: liquid water.
The main purpose of this exhibition was, in 2005, we commissioned a calendar from Duncan Willets, who's the photographer here, and we wanted to show the importance and the beauty of water in Kenyan lives. And so we commissioned a calendar that we wanted to show a river from its inception as a spring to its outlet when it's going to the sea.
The liquid emotion through his pictures fascinates the senses. His pictures capture droplets in mid-splash as nature takes its course.
I think the composition, I like the composition. I like the combination of colour, the use of colour. A lot of it is monotone, but it's colour in monotone. All these photographs can be taken with, anybody can take them with a standard manual camera.
What is the very picture of change, flux, and transformation? Through his pictures, Duncan Willets seeks ways to preserve and foster the protection of our natural world by letting us know conservation of our natural resources is something that we must all engage in.
Many people, Kenyans, have never seen many of these places in Kenya, never seen some of these rivers. But we want people to say, this is your country. This is, only you can protect this. And if you don't protect this and really push all the various officialdoms and all the bodies, the government bodies, protect your environment, we'll have a desert here.
The need to conserve nature as well as sensitize the public on our environment makes such photo exhibitions possible. The struggle to save the global environment can be enhanced through art, as seen through Duncan Willets' pictures.
If you destroy the forests on those water towers, you will have no water. And Nairobi will die and Kenya will die. So we need to preserve the forests. So the water is important, but without the forest, we won't have any water.
We all have a number of relationships, be it with family, friends, or even colleagues. Now, relationships being so diverse come with a number of challenges, and for that reason, we're always on the lookout for experts who guide us with the various challenges that we face. And with that said, let's find out the topic for discussion up next on Ties That Bind.
And I think we hear a lot about communication. You know, people will be asked, what's the one key to a great relationship? And someone will say communication, but they don't explain practically what does communication mean. So it's important that we understand, you know, those three areas, that it's not just, you know, I can say I love you, but if I'm saying it in a way, you know, I love you, you know, it comes out in a different way. And we have to think about the way we are communicating what we are thinking and feeling to the other person in a way that they will take it the way we mean it to be, you know, and so studying each other and really learning and remembering that communication is really such a small amount about the words we say and a big amount about listening to what the other person is saying, trying to understand what the other person is saying, and reading the rest of, you know, the body language and all that.
When you look at communication closer, you realize that there's three aspects to communication. Basically, there is the words you're using, you know, the statements that you're making, but beyond the words that are coming out of your mouth, there's the body language. So if you're talking with your hands folded, you're actually saying something without saying something. And I think the body language is another aspect, and the last one, I think, is the tone of voice. It's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And it's interesting to me that the words only cover about 7% of the communication. So people are actually not listening to what you're saying. They're looking at how you're saying it, what posture you're using, and the least of it is the words. That's why you have like people are in their homes and they're banging doors. The door wasn't a word, but it said something.
Photography is a powerful medium when used to empower the conservation movement. Now, a committed conservation photographer creates a sense of empathy and compassion for the natural world. It motivates the viewer to take an active role in the conservation of nature and the environment. Conservation photography is a form of activism that creates photo stories that move the mind and the heart of the audience. Now, these story images emphasize a specific cause related to environmental awareness and protection. Do send us your comments on midmorning@standardmedia.co.ke. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page as well. It's called KTN Mid-Morning. Now, if you enjoy the show, then be sure to like our page. That's it for today. We have more for you tomorrow, so be sure to join us.